In the Fellowship of the Ring, who is it that actually wants to go through the mines of Moria? It's a little bit different than it was in the movies. So in the movies, we see that the Fellowship of the Ring is debating what path to take. There's a couple different options. They can go over the Misty Mountains, they can go under the Misty Mountains through the mines of Moria, or they can go kind of around them through the Gap of Rohan. Now, they have this debate in both the book and the movie, decide that the Gap of Rohan is likely being watched. They don't trust it. And so they have this debate of, do they go over the Misty Mountains, or do they go under them? And in the movies, we see that Gandalf does not want to go through the mines of Moria. That he's proposing that they go over the Misty Mountains, over Caradhras. However, in the book, it's a little bit different. It's actually Aragorn who is pushing to go over the Misty Mountains, and Gandalf is actually the one who is suggesting that they go through the mines of Moria. So when he and Aragorn are having this debate, Aragorn tells him, "But let us not speak of it again, not yet. Say nothing to the others, I beg, not until it is plain that there is no other way." Meaning that Aragorn does not want to go through the mines of Moria. Both he and Gandalf have been there before, and he does not want to take that path, though Gandalf seems very much open to it and seems to think that that might be the way that they need to go. So they attempt to go over Caradhras and are unsuccessful. And so at that point, Gandalf returns to this idea that they need to go through the mines of Moria and tells them, there is a way that we may attempt. I thought it from the beginning, when I first considered this journey, that we should try it, but it is not a pleasant way, and I have not spoken of it to the company before. Aragorn was against it until the pass over the mountain had at least been tried. So it's really Gandalf who is pushing for it. Now Gimli, as well, is open to it. Or in the movie, Gimli seems to be the one kind of pushing for the mines of Moria. In the book, it's really Gandalf. But I think that there's an interesting difference here, because it's in the movies we see that Gandalf has kind of this foresight, this premonition, this foreboding about the mines of Moria. In the book, it's actually Aragorn who has that. Aragorn has these gifts, the gift of foresight, the ability to see different paths and see into the future. And that's where he tells Gandalf that he'll follow him. He says, "You followed my lead almost to disaster in the snow and have said no word of blame. I will follow your lead now if this last warning does not move you. It is not of the ring, nor of us others that I am thinking now, but of you, Gandalf. I say to you, if you pass the doors of Moria, beware." So Aragorn is really concerned about going to Moria, and specifically about what will happen to Gandalf, because he has this foreboding, this premonition that it is a path that is going to be dangerous specifically for Gandalf. And I think that's a really interesting bit, because again, in the movies we see that it's more Gandalf who's seeing into the future, and in the book this really plays to Aragorn's character, his kingliness, his ability to see things far off, both physically and through time. And so that's where he's warning Gandalf that this is going to be dangerous specifically for you.